Okay, so as we can see, we're all done with paint now, and obviously it's really important to tape everything off so that when you peel it off you have good surfaces to then finish up your build. But what I did is I went around and taped everything off. Now naturally I'm going to get in here with some sandpaper and take a little bit of the overspray off. Like you can see, I got a little bit of overspray on here, but pretty much all my mating surfaces, and I plugged up my spark plug holes, and pretty much every orifice that you don't want any paint getting into, I went ahead and plugged up. And I like to paint my motors when they're all together. It just makes it a lot easier, and they just look a lot cleaner when they're done, in my opinion. But that's open to interpretation, but it's really one of the easiest ways to do it too, because it's all together and it's right there, and all your head bolts and everything get painted up so they match really well. But what's key to having a good paint job that I've found is I like to start out with engine primer, and you have to make sure it's a temperature rated primer like this stuff here, and I believe I got all this stuff at AutoZone, and I just went over it with a standard blue 2 coats, and then I finished off with 2 coats of clear coat, which is also an engine rated clear coat. So in the end it comes out really good, and with the clear coat it has a really good shine to it. So everything's good, but kind of the steps I went in before I painted, you have to make sure you tape off everything. You want to spend, with painting, what you really have to pay attention to is your prep work. The painting part isn't the hard part. It's prepping everything so you can paint correctly. So you can see I had all this whole lifter galley here taped off, and stuff plugged up. But what I basically did is I taped everything off, and then I shaved all the excess of my gaskets off. Remember, we had big lips coming out from the pan and a lot of stuff here on the timing cover. So I just trimmed all that up and taped everything up. I ran a piece of tape here over my timing marks because I didn't want to really not be able to see those. So pretty much that's all there is to painting, and you want to go in steps, obviously, and every coat I hit on the motor, I would then wait 30 minutes and then come back and then spray on another coat, and I'd spray it on the top. And you want to make sure you get into all these nooks and crannies here on the timing cover. But then I flip the motor over on the motor stand and paint the underside. So you got to get all the angles to get it good and done. But so we're done with this engine here, and she looks good. So we're going to go ahead and install our polished aluminum intake manifold and our valve covers, and she should be good to go. So we'll get moving.